Hi. Thank you for attending today's reading. Let's begin. Coming out to my girlfriend. I've been dating my girlfriend for 2 months now and it's been great. I've been pansexual for about 2.5 years and I felt it was time to tell my girlfriend about it. Naturally I was really scared as I wasn't sure what her response would be and I didn't want to lose her. I set up a time and date to meet up with her so I could come out to her and I had many practice run-throughs of what I was going to say. It reached the time I met up with her and I was extremely nervous about it. I have something to tell you. I'm not sure how you'll react, GF. Go ahead. I started to get very scared and I couldn't get my words out properly. GF grabs my hand. Is it about your sexuality? Me feeling slightly less nervous. Yes it is. It's that I'm pansexual. GF looks at me in the eyes with her beautiful blue eye. I understand that and I respect you fully. She then proceeded to give me a hug and buy me a drink at the coffee shop to calm me down. I just wanted to share this story with y'all because I have an amazing girlfriend who treats me so well and I want her to get some recognition. End of story. Next story. I remember once when I was a kid I scratched my knuckles on a wall at my school, but instead of telling a teacher and going to the medical room I just sat in a corner of the playground and told myself I was turning in knuckles from Sonic 3. Comments. Share. Save. Hide. Report. 97% upvoted. End of story. Next story. Kids are killers. I had a cat named Poochie. During the day we go let out the cat to play adventure outside. One day when I was out some kids snuck into my backyard. It took my cat. I had a neighbor that had a dog. The kids brought the cat to my neighbor's front yard. Then they throwed the cat to the dog. So in the dog's defense it scratched him. He died. The kids brought the cat to the side of the road and buried it with leaves. This story wasn't been seen by me but from my neighbors who saw the cat and told us about it. The actual fucked up thing about this is that we actually don't know who actually did it. We only know it was the kids in the neighborhood. And the neighbors probably knew their son or daughter did it and never even complied to tell us. Because we were foreigners from the neighborhood. And the actual fucked up thing is that most of the same kids still goes to our backyard and pet our newly born kittens. Update. Just now I just saw the kid throwing the rock and the kitten. I just don't know what to do. The kid is just like 3 to 4 years old. End of story. Next story. Okay everyone. Here is a story about a suicidal goose. So I was walking on my way to hang out with my friend. And then I saw a goose on the sidewalk. As I kept walking it was walking closer to the curb. It was on the curb. Looking left at a car I said to him, "No goose. Don't do it." Then the car got closer. The goose fucking jumped right in front of it. The car slowed down and honked at the goose and the fucking madman didn't even get hit. The end. End of story. Next story. My cousin got 5 of his friends to break my arm because I told my grandma he broke into her house. Bit of backstory. I'm 15. Male from England. This happened 1.5 years ago. I was staying at my grandma's watching over her house while she was away. Then I get a knock on the door. I answer it. To my surprise it was my cousin with about 5 of his friends that just immediately barged through the door. I really couldn't do anything because they were about 3 years older than me. I was 14 when this whole situation took place. Eventually after half an hour I managed to convince him to leave. Just to figure out that my cousin had stole a key to the house. I was shocked. I called my grandma who then answered. I told her what happened. Just to clarify, he was not allowed back into her house. I posted a story on why on our Ameth Arsehole. if anyone wants to check it out. My grandma was more lenient towards him. But my granddad was taking no shit and was mad. He said he doesn't want him anywhere near his house. Now on to how his friends managed to break my arm. I was in school playing a game with my friends. We was running and trying to hide from one of my friends. Then my cousin's friends, all 5 of them, grabbed me. Just to put it out there, I do boxing and can fight up to a degree. 2 of them grabbed me and proceeded to try to hold me down while one was trying to punch me. I managed to break away and tried to run, but they got me, so I punched one of them and pushed another against a wall. But then another grabbed me, so I booted him in his chest and non-stopped kept punching him in his face. Then the others grabbed me, lifted me up and threw me over a fence, and I immediately landed straight on my arm. It hurt so much it was broken. 2 of my friends came to my aid. Eventually a teacher came and took me to the office. They didn't even seem to care that my arm was out of place. I was in fucking agony. However, I got sent to the doctors and they said just try not to move it, and they put it in a wrap thing. It was better after 2 weeks. Never knew if it was actually broken or sprained. I knew my cousin told them to do it. Because my other cousin told me he was bragging about it to him. My family didn't really give a shit. No one really talks to him now. I will post another story telling the stuff I missed. Sorry if the grammar was poor and there wasn't much clarity. Hope you all have a nice day. End of story. Next story. Sometimes the worst thing that happens to you, the thing you think you can't survive, it's the thing that makes you better than you used to be. 19 comments. Share, save, hide, report. 92% upvoted. End of story. Next story. I accidentally shot myself with a booby trap that I set in my room. I'm not sure why I felt the need to set this booby trap up. I just know that I wanted it to obliterate any trespasser who gets into my room. The booby trap was a set of machine guns that would shoot up the entire room. I had it all set up and I wanted to test it out for some reason. So I clicked the button to set it off and ducked down beside my bed. After it was over, I realized how stupid that was. I wasn't sure, but it felt like I had been shot multiple times. I went downstairs and told my mom that I think I need to go to the hospital because I'd been shot. She asks me where, and that's when I notice the blood and bullet holes in my arm, my abdomen, and my neck. End of story. Next story. Edibles hit too soon. 9 comments. Share, save, hide, report. 99% upvoted. End of story. Next story. I almost died last Friday. I was at a children's cancer group's Christmas party. Because I had cancer when I was 12. I'm 15 tomorrow. We were doing go-karting and the first time I went trains, there was a pro. I am a complete beginner and every time he went around I got completely spooked. I crashed into the wall but was fine. Just a little fright. Easily fixed. The second time round, there were pros but much more considerate pros and less of us on the track. I had gotten used to the controls and was more confident. Preface: I am dyspraxic and so that means I am incredibly clumsy and misjudge situations a lot. Also my helmet fogged you when I breathed through my mouth. I was speeding round. I slowed down less on the corners. I was just having a ball. All of a sudden I skidded. I did a 160 and panicked. I'm the shock. I breathed through my mouth, fogging up my helmet slightly. I calm down and get back on it quite quickly. I race round with my heart pounding. A lap or two later, the second to last lap, I turn. I have no idea what happened. Maybe I turned too quick. Maybe I was too close to a wall. Maybe both. I have no idea what happens next. I remember driving. I remember the fear. But I don't remember hitting the wall of tires. I saw black. I saw white. I heard nothing. People think I was exaggerating. I think I passed out from fear for a couple of seconds. I woke up and seriously thought I died. I woke up feeling numb. I had a ringing in my ear. I had a huge tire on my head. It was one of those huge tractor tires. It was on my head. And my hand. I think I put my hand up in the daze or blackout or whatever it was. Because I was in a cold warehouse in December. It took a few seconds for the pain to set in. I felt a pain in my hand and head and chest. I then realized my feet were on the go pedal. It took 3 men to get that damn tire off of me. I was apologizing profusely and realized the plastic on the go-kart was broken. They said it was fine and were glad I'm okay. They said people tend to crash on the corner but not like me. I thought I broke my hand. Nah. Just scuffed it. Bruised it and took a chunk out of it. I did cry. I'll admit. But I got over it quick. My hand was swollen for the rest of the evening. Still hurts to move but I've been through worse. I'll do it again. Hopefully with less crashes next time. It'll take me a while but I'll do it again. End of story. That is all for today. If you want to support my automated channel, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.